Hello, welcome to Mama Sue's Kitchen. I'm so glad you're joining me today as I show a recipe that's really good, and it's one that I only make when I'm going to have company, so I decided today I'm going to make it. Do you know, I read something, and I might have shared this with you before. So many times we put up our good dishes, our things for special occasions. Well, what I read said every day is a special day. So get out those good dishes. Use them. I mean, I started using my dishes about 2 years ago that I would keep for company. And I'll alternate. Sometimes I'll use one certain set, and there'll be another time that I'll get out a different one. But use your good things. Use your good recipes for you, because you're special. But today, I'm going to make Paula Deen'S corn casserole. Now, most of the time, if I were going to cook for just us, I would have just regular corn, either whole kernel or cream style. In the summertime, it's fresh corn, and you can't beat that. But you're going to have 1 can of the whole kernel corn drained, and I've already drained it. So I'm going to put that in here. You're going to have 1 can of the sweet cream style. So that goes in. 1 box of Jiffy corn muffin mix. Now, you don't make it with what it says the ingredients to make cornbread. You're just going to use the mix part and dump it in there. Eight ounces of cream cheese, which is 1 cup. Now, I have already taken a 9 by 13 casserole dish and sprayed it real good. And the last thing that I'm going to put in here right now is 1 stick of melted butter. And I'm just going to mix all of this together. This is not a hard dish at all. If I were not having company, I would probably say this is going to be too much. So what I would suggest that you do is get 2 of the 8 by 8 pans and have 2 out of this one recipe and freeze 1. And then you can get it out and let it thaw for another time. Or you could take a friend one. Okay. Now, I have a cup of cheese, grated cheese. But that's not going to go on until this is cooked for 45 minutes. So, I'm going to put this in my dish. And spread it evenly. And I have already preheated my oven to 350 degrees. Okay, make it just as even as I can. See there? And I'm going to put it in for 45 minutes. And then when it it's time to put the cheese on, and after 45 minutes, I'll sprinkle this cheese on top and then bake it about 10 more minutes until the cheese melts. But I will be back and let you see what it looks like when it comes out of the oven. Okay, this has been cooking. It cooked for 45 minutes. Then I sprinkled that cup of grated cheese over the top. Put it back in the oven for 10 more minutes. And this is that's what it looks like now. I just took it out. But I'm going to see if I can just get a very little out so you can see. It's Paula Dean's corn casserole. You saw how easy it was, and it is very good too. Like I said, if this is too much for you, if you're alone or you and your husband, make it in 2 8x8 pans and freeze one of them. You wouldn't put the cheese on it before you freeze it because that has to go on after it's cooked. So be an easy dish to freeze and to get out and have for y'all later or for you to take somewhere. But anyway, y'all, excuse me, I was in my bathroom and back early August, right after I was first diagnosed with cancer, I wrote this scripture on a card. It's kind of bleeding at different places because it was right over my bathroom sink, and it's been there the entire time. And it's from Psalm 138, verse 3. And the translation that I wrote says, "At the very moment I called out to you, you answered me." The very moment that I called out to God, He answered me. He strengthened me deep within my soul and breathed fresh courage into me. I know that many of you are battling things in your life. Today, I saw where someone's daughter has been diagnosed, and I just wanted some words of encouragement. And I just want to tell you, I don't have magic words, but the Bible does. I knew no matter how sick I was that God was always with me. And when I called out to Him, He answered me. It might be you're not sick right now. It might be I'm going to walk with you through this. Or it may just be wait because I'm with you. But y'all, trust God, call out to God, and know that He hears you when you do. I want you to remember to be salt and light wherever you go. If we don't let our light for Jesus shine, no one's going to see it. So do that, and I'll be back soon.